Hey everyone, it's Melinda with Tailored and Teal. I am a part-time online reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace. Today's video is the second follow-up video from my ThredUp bulk rescue box of 100 pounds of clothing that I purchased back in January, and see how much net profit I've made so far. If you've been following me along on my YouTube journey, you'll notice that things look a little bit different back here. This is just a sneak little peek of what's to come and a tour later on. I did move into a new house and we're just settling in and things are kind of organized in here, but I definitely have one corner of the room that needs some work. So a tour will be coming soon. As a reminder, back in January of 2021, I purchased 100 pounds of clothing from ThredUp. It's called their bulk rescue box. 100 pounds came in 2 boxes, both 50 pounds each. I paid $300 exactly, and I purchased it on January 12th of 2021. So the first video that I put out was 3 months ago. I have since then sold 34 more items. The first video I will link up here and also in the description below, so you can see what sold quickly in the first 3 months that I had everything listed. And as a reminder, my net profit from the first video was $366.46. First platform we're going to go over is Facebook Marketplace, but it'll be quick because I had no sales from this rescue box on Facebook Marketplace. I've been experimenting a lot with Facebook Marketplace, and it seems that shoes, specifically sneakers and vintage items and kind of like hard goods that you just have laying around your house, do better than clothing. So I haven't been listing every single clothing item on Facebook. I've just been kind of picking and choosing what I think might sell, and it's kind of working out. So no Facebook Marketplace sales for this batch. I only had one sale on Mercari from this bulk rescue box. It was a Wild Fable leopard print jumper dress. It had a lot of interest in all platforms, but eventually it did sell on Mercari, and it was an offer that someone sent to me for $10. There was a $1.59 fee, and then my cost of goods was $1.93. So I made a net profit on Mercari of $6.48. Moving on to Poshmark, I had 15 sales from this bulk rescue box. I'm not gonna go over every single sale, but I will highlight some of them. And if you watch my what sold videos that come out every 2 weeks, there may be a few items that are duplicated from a previous what sold video. So the first thing I want to go over is a Park Caron, and that's K-A-R-O-N, knit sweater. It had a rhinestone dragonfly on, I don't remember what side, but really nice condition. Definitely a novelty sweater, and it sold for $20. Next was a Gap Body black crushed velvet robe. I surprisingly have a lot of luck with Gap Body and Gap Fit items. If I can get them for cheap enough at the thrift store, I will pick them up. This one sold for $16, but definitely had a lot of interest before it sold in May. The next item to sell that I want to go over is a no brand, no name, no care tag, no fabric tag sequin dress. It was pink, shiny, gently used condition. There might have been a few sequins missing. I can't remember exactly, but it was lined with mesh underneath. No size, so I said it's stretchy and it fits like a small, and surprisingly it sold for $16. I really wasn't sure about this one, if it would even sell because of the no name, no brand, but hopefully the person likes it and they go to a fancy party with it. This next item I want to go over is a Sheragano dusty pink houndstooth dress. It had cute little velvet covered buttons down near the seam as an accent. It was very retro looking, and it sold for full asking price of $30, and it kind of went locally. It only went about an hour away. Next we have a Zara black oversized sweater. This had super chunky and heavy cable knit on the sleeves, and then the rest of it was just kind of an oversized fit. Really comfortable, gently used condition, and it sold for $20. Then the last thing I want to go over, which was just in my last what sold video, so I won't dwell too much on it, but it was a Show Me Your Muumuu black flocked fringed open front kimono. Really fun boho festival vibes. It did have some deodorant markings underneath the armpit, but it still sold for $36. So of my 15 sales on Poshmark, I had $250 in sales, $54.80 in fees. I did give out a few shipping discounts, $9 worth, and my cost of goods for the items that sold was $30.63, giving me a net profit of $155.57. Moving on to eBay, I had 18 sales from this bulk rescue box. One item unfortunately did get lost in the mail. The person who purchased this was actually another reseller, so she was completely understanding and, did her due diligence to check the mail and check her neighbors and everything, and it was just nowhere to be found. So I did refund her for that item, so I am not including that in these totals. So first sale I want to go over on eBay is a sweater that sold in May. It was a Ralph Lauren, or Lauren. How do you say that? I've never actually looked it up. Is it Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren? Anyway, it was a black chunky knit sweater, really silky, soft feeling, and it sold for $19.99. Next was a Lily Pulitzer girls size dress. It was a sheath dress, it was a girls size 12. It did have a few small marks on the bottom, which I think I tried to stain treat, but the last Lily Pulitzer dress that I tried to stain treat did not go so well, so I was very careful as to what I used, and it still sold for $20 with those flaws on it. Next item I want to go over is a vintage Ann Taylor black career pencil skirt. This didn't sell for very much. It only sold for $11.99, but I did have quite a bit of black career pencil skirts, and I wanted to show that one of them did sell, and it was definitely a vintage tag, possibly from the late 90s to early 2000s. Next item, I priced super high, hoping for the best, and it didn't sell for as much, but it still sold for a great profit. So this was Novella Royale, a boho print maxi dress, super flowy and lightweight for the summer. This retailed on their website for about $250, I believe. I did list it for $80. Someone sent me an offer for $40, and it had already been listed for 5 months. So I just decided to take that offer, and still I made an excellent profit off of that $40 sale. Next is a Vince Brown 100% cashmere sweater cardigan. It was open front. It did have several holes in it that I manually patched up myself. I am not a seamstress, but I can sew a hole. So I did my best. I listed it as is, said exactly what I did, and it still sold for $26. So don't be afraid to list those flawed items. There's a buyer for everything. And then the last thing that sold was just a few days ago, actually, was a To the Max Empire waisted dress. It had super cute ruffles on the straps. It was sleeveless, kind of a leafy print. I called it cottagecore or even prairie core. I totally just made that up, but it sold, and it sold for $18.99. So of my 18 eBay sales, we had $244.47 in sales. I made a profit of $17.74 in shipping profits, because the difference of what I charge the customer and what I actually pay on eBay makes me a profit because of the discounted rates that eBay gives sellers for using the shipping through their website. So then $54.38 in fees. My cost of goods for these items that sold were $35.54, giving me a net profit on eBay of $172.29. Now, the first video showed that I made $366.46 in net profit. That was after fees, shipping, and the cost of the box of $300. If you add on the $334.34 that I made in the past 3 months, we are left with a profit of $700.80. I would say this box was a really good deal. I'm also not afraid to just list anything and everything, even if there's flaws, and even if I don't think that they'll make a lot of money, it's still a listing. Everything adds up, even those small sales. So I think it was very beneficial for me to list as much as I can. And I still have 73 items left to sell. There probably will be a third update maybe in the next 3 months. So probably around January or February of next year. Actually, that would be nice, like a 1-year anniversary video. Let's plan on that. That's when the third update will come out, and then that'll probably be it. I don't have any plans on purchasing this box anytime soon because I currently have a lot of things to list already. But in the future, I do think it's in my cards. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like this type of video and if you enjoyed these updates from my rescue boxes. And if you're not a subscriber, we would love to have you here. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. I put out videos at least once a week. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.